Hey guys, it's me, Allie. So what I thought I would do, earlier I uploaded the 45-minute long reaction to Mr. Mister's summary for Dark Deception Chapter 4 and like the Q&As for Glow Stick Entertainment. It's about 45 minutes long because I did all of the Q&A episodes. Now, that video got 77 views in about 3 hours, and for some reason it got 2 likes and 1 dislike. I know I said I was gonna ignore it ASAP. And the last time it got 1 dislike already was the 9,000 views special, but I ignored it because I decided to. But since I couldn't take the dislikes anymore, I decided to delete videos with more dislikes than likes again, because I can't take that anymore. I don't know what I did to get this hate. I don't even know what I did. Probably because Dark Deception Chapter 4 got delayed multiple times, which if that's the case, that's fine, because the fact that Dark Deception Chapter 4 got delayed multiple times is really depressing. So, let's just say this. So I decided to do this again. Okay? So let's predict on what's gonna happen. Let's check out a few things. By the way, you can check out Mr. Mister in the description. He is awesome. He makes amazing Dark Deception Minecraft animation and possible gameplay. And also, he makes amazingly great content. I think they are amazing. You can check him out in the description. So let's start with Torment Therapy. We're gonna focus on the 3 maps of Dark Deception Chapter 4 in the Q&A instead of Dark Deception, Mortals and Monsters, and other information. Okay, we're gonna focus on Chapter 4 now. Let's start with Torment Therapy, which is the Reaper Nurse's nightmare. So, in Torment Therapy, here I know a couple things. Reaper Nurses, there will be a lot of Reaper Nurses, which is more than 3. And there's actually, so Torment Therapy is actually a hospital, and it doesn't take inspiration from any specific hospital. It's just made by the developers themselves. And next up, we got some more info. The Reaper Nurses are faster than Speed Boost, and they can go invisible. So Chapter 4 is going to be insane. Torment Therapy is going to be scary. It's going to be absolutely insane. Torment Therapy is going to be absolutely insane and crazy. And there's actually 2 zones. Like, most maps had 2 zones instead of 3. And next up, Matron is, I feel like Matron, the big woman, I feel like she's the boss in Torment Therapy. And next up, we've got, that's 2 zones instead of 3. And there is a power that you're given. It's called Telekinesis power. It gives you an ability. I looked up to what telekinesis means, and it means you can move objects. So, Chapter 4 is going to be crazy. Torment Therapy is probably the second craziest level. Alright, let's proceed to Mascot Mayhem, which is the Joy Gang's nightmare. Now, there are a lot of information in Mascot Mayhem. Yeah, I'm gonna love Mascot Mayhem. It's probably gonna be my favorite map. So so the Joy Gang are the monsters in this nightmare. The names include Lucky the Rabbit, Penny the Chicken, and Hangry the Pig. Now, each of the members of the Joy Gang have individual abilities. Okay, let's start with Hangry. He was the most difficult to predict, get to deal with its AI. Like, it has the most complicated AI to deal with, and that is Hangry. Hangry's AI is really complicated, and it's the most complicated. And Hangry's ability is to smash through doors and walls. Fun fact, the Joy Joy Gang can all open doors. It's just that Hangry prefers to smash them down. He is one aggressive pig, no joke. Oh, by the way, you can check out the Q&A summary playlist from Mr. Mister in the description below. Now let's proceed. Now, next of all, Penny the chicken. So Penny can basically fly, but it's more like a float. It's more like floating. Okay? It's more like floating, and so she will float for a short duration time. I don't think there's that much abilities to each of the I don't think the Joy Joy Gang had any other abilities. So next up we've got Lucky the Rabbit. I don't think he has a complicated type of ability. Hey, he's got speed boost as well. I think his ability is that he has the same boost, like the same powers as the players. It's because I noticed in Bad Rabbit Joy Joy Gang Rap, he has speed boost. Yes, he's got speed boost, and I think that's one of those abilities. I think Lucky has correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe Lucky's abilities is to have the same powers as the players. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. So, in Mascot Mayhem, there's actually 3 zones. So, I don't know how many stars it's going to be. Probably 500 or 600, maybe. I don't know. But I think it's more than 300, probably. I don't know. I don't know how many it's going to be, but maybe it could be more than 300, because I know there's 3 zones in this one. And this is probably the most crazy and hardest level, because there's 3 zones, and there's 3 members of the Joy Joy Gang after you. And the map in there is actually a theme park. Like, it's not just a castle. What else? What else? I'm snapping, but it doesn't make a sound. Dang it. I'm bad at snapping, apparently. What else? Let me think of something, guys. Wait, give me a sec. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to jump out of my chair. So wait. Oh yeah, there might be another power given in Mascot Mayhem, but I don't know what the heck it is. But I noticed in the possible gameplay zone 1 of Mascot Mayhem, but I noticed in Mr. Mister's animation of a possible gameplay in Mascot Mayhem zone 1, Mr. Mister used one of his power-ups, and his powers. It's not the speed boost, but it's a different type of power. It's like completely different. I feel like it's the invisibility power, probably. I don't know. So you can check Mr. Mister out in the description. Okay. Let's proceed to Barely Buried. Out of all the levels in Chapter 4, out of all the levels in Chapter 4, Barely Buried is like the most surreal level, and the most impressive level, because of how sinister it is. And there will be unnatural and natural hazards in this map. And I think there's 2 or 3 zones in this. I don't know. 2 or 3 zones in this map. And there's a lot of trigger teddies. And there is... Oh, I forgot about the kill shots. Oh, man. Alright, so in Torment Therapy, there is no kill shot where the nurse smashes the needle at you. It's probably because... I think the Reaper nurses are going to stab you with a needle to give you your medicine. Yeah. And one of the most brutal ways to get caught in Dark Deception is getting eaten by Hangry. Hangry the pig in Mascot Mayhem. Alright, let's proceed to Barely Buried. So there is no kill shot involving trigger teddies hugging you to death or hugging you at any sort. Next up, there is only one Mama Bear, so there is no Papa Bear. And there is, each of these Chapter 4 levels, they do have boss fights. For Torment Therapy, I feel like it's Matron. And for Mascot Mayhem, it's Joykill. Joykill is not shown publicly for a reason because it's a very important part of the story. Okay? So next up, for Barely Buried, it's a mystery. There is no confirmed name for the boss yet in Barely Buried. Like I said, there's only one Mama Bear, no Papa Bear. And there's a lot of trigger teddies. And there is a cabin, there is a cave there. So it's like a forest environment. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I'm sure I didn't get all the information, but if you want to find out more information, you can check out Mr. right now in the description. So that will be pretty much it for this video, guys. I had to try this again because that video got 2 dislikes and 1 like already in about 3 hours, and it got 77 views. And I don't know what happened there. So, yeah, sorry I had to do this again. Bye, guys.